the right people that can deliver the goods. And in the process, they make a shitload of money. Well, kudos, well done to them.
Okay, so then I'm going to go and say what you need to do is not just worry about what money you offer them, but focus on this. You've got to work out a plan where you can say to them, this is where you're going.
Yes.
Because that's what you will not believe it, that's what makes 95% of people stick. They want to be able to go home to their family, to their wife, to their parents and say, you know what, I'm on track for bigger things.
Cool.
Okay, so to go to the other part that I don't want to forget. I'll tell you how I sell.
Yes.
If I came to work with you and you say to me, I wanted to ask you a question. What is your closing ratio like when you go and sit with people at the moment? When you pitch them,
50%. If I pitch, 50%. If some other fucking new pitches, maybe I get 5. Okay, and I'm trying to put a wrapper around this, why that's the case. And I'm thinking it's the case, one is passion, considering they're just for a job and doesn't have the career growth thing going, because I didn't have that at all, okay? Or he's not first with a product, or concepts of business. Because getting into CRM or into cloud technologies, it's great to speak the tech, okay? But I'm not going to come to you and say, hey, it's cloud is so awesome, okay? One is that you're not familiar with the cloud, and two, but what does it do for me, Frank? Who gives a damn about the cloud? And you have guys out there that still want to put boxes on floors.
Okay. Let me jump to what I do.
Yeah.
And I don't know how different it is from what you do. When I go and sit with a person, if I sell a stock market course or any other product,
yes,
the first question I ask that person is, tell me about your problems.
Okay.
Tell me about your problems. Before I even tell you anything about my company, what we do, how we work, what we have on offer, what makes you frustrated in your business?
Sure. Okay.
And then I just sit back and I
I
take it in. And once I've taken in all that, then I say to the guy, okay, if this is your problem X, have you considered solving it like this?
Okay.
Problem Y, have you considered solving it like this?
Okay.
And if he says, no, never, how would that work? I would then explain to him how the solution that you have would help him.
Yes.
And then say, great, well, let's sign you up.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. One appointment catch.
Yes.
And I've been working towards that.
So what, I mean, I'm not with you, so I can't
Yes.
categorize. What bothers me about what you're saying, and I'll tell you, the people you can employ don't know concepts of business. They don't fucking know what you know.
No.
And you can't teach them what you know. That's far too advanced if you want to have a big team of salespeople. If you have 1 or 2 or 3, you are not going to be able to get them to do what you do. That's why they have a 5% closing ratio. So you've got to keep them away from teaching the customer business concept, teaching him where he's going wrong, teaching him how he can do it better. All you need to do is say to them, you can sit in front of the customer and say, okay, we made this appointment. You're obviously unhappy with whatever shit you have here because you wouldn't have let me into the door
If we weren't talking about this already, yeah?
if everything was rosy.
Yes, exactly.
So where does your problems lie?
Okay.
What are you unhappy about? And you get the person to start spilling his guts about, I'm unhappy about this, that.
I can't service products, I can't sell, or whatever it is.
That's right.
Okay.
And once you've identified all his problems, then all the salesman has to say is, okay, you know what, that problem, have you considered solving it like this? And then he explains
Cause and effect.
whatever your offering is, how it will make it better. And if they casually, nicely do it, at the end of that appointment, the person will sign.
Brilliant. Okay. We're thinking on the same lines. You're thinking from a very business point of view. I sat back and I went down to a couple of prospects. I don't know if you know Power BI.
No.
Okay, it's a really flipping powerful tool that we have from Microsoft that sits on the Azure stack, okay, in terms of the cloud, that does a couple of things. First of all, it does Cortana. Okay, so it's intelligent enough to go into the data and actually get out a whole lot of nuggets for us, as well as it does machine learning. Machine learning is flipping amazing, Hardus. We have no idea how machine learning has revolutionized the way that people make decisions in their business. Okay, utilizing, and it's this much. Let me give you a basic concept. 3 machines are sitting next to each other. Okay? Machine 1 only does task 1. Machine 2 only does task 2. It doesn't know about task 1. Okay? Machine 3 does task 3. It doesn't know about the previous 2, and they don't know about each other. Okay? You grid the 2 or 3 together. Okay? Machine 1's tasks overflow to machine 2 and vice versa to machine 3. Machine 1, 2, and 3 is starting to understand what machine 2 is doing. Okay? And so in turn happens with each other. At the end of the day, all of them can do all 3 tasks, and they can do it better with task 4, which actually consolidates the whole process. I sat with a data scientist from Ireland talking about that. It was absolutely amazing. Up to 97% predictability in terms of where you can actually make a business model work. I can't go to a company and speak about that concept. I won't even give it to the sales guys to do. However, I thought to myself, if I can provision services off the cloud at a click of appointments, okay, which will help the salesman, I can probably do the demo run and the first close in the first appointment. And this is where you've just synchronized heads now. You've taken it from the problem perspective, and I'm thinking along the lines of maybe even writing an app. Okay, like you're doing a recording here.
Yeah.
Okay. Writing an app, okay, with a whole lot of problems in the world, okay. I might even miss a few. All right? And so when you get to the customer, you open up your desktop, your iPad, or whatever it is that you have, and you literally go through the wizard. Click, click, click. Okay, cool. So tell me about your business. What products do you have? Oh, I got that. Everything in business is exactly the same. You need customers, you need a product or service to sell, okay,
Yeah.
and you got to invoice them. That's it, okay. Every business has those core fundamentals. If you don't have that, you don't have a business.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's the way I'm probably going to design that particular app, incorporating the problems.
Well,
and
that's a
solutions.
brilliant idea, because then, if I understand you correctly, what you're actually saying is the salesman will go and sit with the customer. The app will almost be like a checklist.
Yes.
A checklist of all the problems that people can experience, and linked to the problem, what is the solution?
Correct.
So your salesman can go and sit there and say, okay, I want to check, do you have this problem? No, you don't. Do you have this problem? Oh, yes, you do. Do you have that problem? No, you don't. Do you have this problem? Yes, you do. Do you have that one? Yes, you do. And then
And at the end of it, maybe make a fancy glossy report, whatever, spruce it up, and go back to the customer and say, listen, second engagement, whatever the case may be, I did it with a Power BI conversation. I sat with a customer, and I said to him, I've got a fantastic tool for you to analyze open data. I don't know if you know open data modeling. No, okay. What it basically means is a web service. I can take my Power BI tool, interrogate it into an open data platform, extract that out and make the incredible dashboard like you've never imagined in your life, okay? But while I'm sitting there, I can provision those web services directly with the client there and then and sign them up on the spot for the 30-day free trial. Now, don't believe me, I'm a salesman, okay? But let me give you 30 days free trial, okay? And you go enjoy with it. Okay, at the end of the day, what it does, it links us back into the Microsoft stack as being the partner of recommendation, what we call partner of record. Okay, so we can track track the sale on partner of record as well as who's going out there for the appointments. It's all mobile, it's all cloud tech. It's really cool. Okay, but this app, what the app will do now is address the problems and solutions behind it. So some guy might say, yeah, I have a problem with regards to expediting processes. Cool, we've done some expediting processes. Explain to me, do you have a 7-day cycle with an 8-day cycle to expedite? I can't tell the salesman that because they won't get it. Okay, that's a business concept that's used in manufacturing that normal, I don't know, won't apply to you. You know? Okay, cool. All right.
I'm going to stop this.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.